Today on Ballistic Burgers, I'm going to be cooking up the HIHO double cheeseburger out of Santa Monica, California. Let's get going. This burger was a request, so thank you for that. HIHO Burgers, located in Santa Monica. I think they have maybe one other location somewhere in LA, but this burger was actually voted best in the country, like about 1 billion other burgers that I've done that have been voted best in the country, so I guess that's kind of subjective, but it is an acclaimed burger, and one of their selling points, I guess, is the fact that they're making their burgers from grass-fed New Zealand Wagyu, which is grass-fed Wagyu. I mean, it's kind of, I don't know, it's unique, I guess. Anyway, I did some digging and I found out that they're sourcing their burgers, their hamburger patties, from a ranch called First Light Farms. And I went ahead and bought, you have to buy them in 2 packs of 8. So it was 16 burger patties for 30 bucks. And each burger patty weighs a little over 5 ounces. So not a bad deal. But here are those patties. And what do they look like to you? They look like Bubba burgers. I was a little disappointed when I saw these things. Again, I've said it before, it's a stupid reason, but I just don't like it when they make this rosette pattern, trying to make it look like it's a hand-formed patty. I will say, however, that a couple nights ago I wanted to try them out and cooked up a couple burgers for my wife and I, and they're very good. So I'm happy about that. So we're going to kick this off with, and my opinion is that this burger, especially being in Santa Monica, was probably inspired by In-N-Out's double animal style. So I'm not going to salt these burgers. I'm going to add yellow mustard to the meat here. So this is what they do. One of the things that In-N-Out does when you order a burger animal style, they grill it with mustard on the meat. There we go. I'm gonna let this sit here and we're gonna get going on an onion jam. And that's a very long process. I used an onion, here's about this big. I used half of this for this video. My advice is, if you're going to make an onion jam, it's again, you have to do it right. You have to take your time. Do it a few hours or even the day before, and then you can just reheat it when you're getting ready to dress your burger. So here's that onion. Again, this is half of it. It was probably a little larger than that onion I showed you. And I thinly sliced it very consistently as far as the thickness, but then I just coarsely chopped it up because as I'm cooking it, I'm going to be breaking it down even more. So for this video, I'm using my Wildfire stainless steel griddle. Love this thing. We're running at a medium-low heat here. I'm going to add a little oil. Just add an oil that has a high smoking point. This just happens to be avocado oil. It has a high smoking point, but it's also pretty neutral in the flavor. Get those onions down. And so what I'm going to do is just keep these onions moving continuously. And I like to use one of these silicone scrapers because I think it does a better job of scraping off, you know, the little sugars that are cooking onto the griddle. Again, just keep it moving, keep it moving. You can do this in a skillet, obviously. And make sure you keep on hand some water. When you see that the onions are getting a little dry, just add a little water. The steam will help with the cook, but more importantly than that is when you do get those sugars crusted onto your skillet or whatever cooking surface, it'll deglaze it. And like I said, this takes a long time. You're going to lose a lot of volume because a lot of the water inside the onions going away. And then about 1 hour later or so, this is what you're looking for. You're looking for this. It's nice, it has that nice caramelized color, that caramely color. And again, as I was saying, as these onions were softening up, I was breaking them up. Now you have a nice onion jam here. If you want, you can add a little seasoning, a little salt or something. personally, I just don't think it needs it. I think this onion flavor is just so intense and so sweet. My personal opinion is it doesn't need anything else. I'm gonna move this over to the cooler side. Now I'm gonna crank this griddle up to high, and we'll get these burgers down. Right, yellow mustard. They're not going for any type of medium rare or anything with these burgers. They're cooking them pretty much like a traditional burger. Brioche buns here. I'm going to get a little toast on them. I see liquid coming up through the burger here. I'm going to go ahead and give them a flip. And lay some American cheese down. All right. Let's build this burger. Those patties down. Some of that onion jam. Some dill pickle chips. Now I want to make one disclaimer before I add the next topping. When I do a copycat, I strive to make it as close to the real deal as possible. This is going to generate a few comments, but I can say this: if you want to watch a copycat burger video that barely resembles the originals, there are plenty of really big channels out there doing just that. So HIHO adds ketchup at this point. Let the comments commence. Some shredded iceberg lettuce, and then the crown. And I give you the HIHO double cheeseburger. And for those of you who don't like ketchup, the simple solution is just add something else. Don't use ketchup, right? Anyway, it's a pretty burger though. Look at this. I mean, I think it looks like almost a cartoon. Let's go ahead and give this a try. The thing about this ketchup, and again, it's very divisive for some reason when people see ketchup adding it on a burger or a dog or something. With this particular burger, you know, that Wagyu is so rich and savory. And then, you know, you got the onions on there and everything, and the acidic pickles. It really doesn't add too much sweetness like, you know, people complain about. So this is good. I've mentioned in other videos that I'm really not a big fan of the Wagyu burgers, and I'm standing by that. I will say though, this, you know, it's that New Zealand Wagyu. It's not like some crazy A5 that's, you know, 80% fat. It tastes more like a really good, like a prime, you know, prime cut of regular, like Angus or something. There is very much that In-N-Out burger animal style vibe going on here, you know, and that grilling mustard on a patty. I'm a fan of that. I don't really do that often, but it's good. I mean, again, it adds a nice, another level of flavor, and grilled mustard actually changes when it's grilled. Success. I like this. Give it a try. And again, if you don't like ketchup, don't use ketchup. It's that simple. Anyway, thanks for the suggestion, and thanks for stopping by. If you're not subscribed, please hit that button and ring the notification bell if you want. Thumb it up if you want. I hope you do. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.